Alright, welcome back to my channel. This is Season 64, War 10, and I am bringing in Bastion, Gallon, and Werewolf by Night, taking Path 5. This is the first war that I've done from this season because the latest update that Apple did really did in my phone, and I wasn't able to record even a single fight before I was running out of space. So I had to wait a little bit until I could take some time and go and get a new phone, and so now I'm finally back up again, and the game doesn't lag quite as bad, and yeah, I can actually record my fights again. So this first fight is against Bullseye. I'm taking Bastion. Pretty easy, just heavy counter to keep the pursuit up as much as possible. Didn't really get a whole lot of damage on that. Great. Not sure what the difference was there. Got lucky there that he didn't get to punish that more. Forgot about my pursuit. I like Bastion's pursuit, especially since it's not a debuff on the other character, but it doesn't last nearly as long as I think it should. It needs at least like an extra 5 or 6 seconds. But anyway, that one wasn't too bad. Next fight up is Kindred, and I was originally planning on taking Wolf into this, but I didn't have any plans to take Bastion on any other fights, so I decided to just try to do this with Bastion because I knew I was going to take a bunch of degen damage. I'm not super familiar with Kindred. I know kinda how he works, but I don't know exactly what it is that starts up the degens and whatnot. I just know once you have the degens, try and back away from them. And also about trying to have a special at the last 5%, although I fail massively at that. So we get our special 2 off. Barely got the 30 charges, but we did get the 2 Furies. Now we're gonna throw the relic, heavy, special 1. Doesn't get as good a damage as I was kind of hoping. And now he's really low and I have absolutely no power, so. He drops down to the 5 and I get rooted. Luckily he hits me a couple times and gets me special 1, and I get to throw that off and finish it off. And like I said, I didn't have any plans to use Bastion anymore today, so I'm not really worried about the health loss. So second section, we're also on Path 5. Taking this Prowler. Again, I was debating using Wolf, but the needing to hit them to reset the timer for the falter, I decided Gallon would probably be a better option. Prowler is another one that I'm not super familiar with exactly how he works. I kind of know some basics, but I think there is one spot in here where I mess up really bad. At some point when I have the unstoppable... Okay, yeah, it's not yet. I was trying to see if I could get an intercept while I had the unblockable, but I think I had a falter on me, and so I was just missing. There, okay, yeah, and I did have falter on me. Okay, that's why I wasn't hitting him. Falter doesn't last very long, so I didn't spot it right off when I was actually playing this. I think I actually finally got the intercept there to get the protection off. I thought that would kill him, but it didn't. But get a relic, and that takes him out. So a little bit long. Probably could have done better, especially could have not lost my health, but not too bad overall. Next up we got Null, and this one I'm pretty sure I do take with Wolf. He's got the Mighty Charge, so he's going to get rid of all of the debuffs every time he dashes forward, but I try to play it to where he won't dash forward so much. First off, get the howl up, get the power gain going. And then he throws a special one, which is kind of a drag. I was trying to hard block and not let him do that. We get up to our special 2, throw that. He's got protection up, so it didn't really do a whole lot. I also didn't have my lycanthropy charges at 10. So get him to a special 2, let him throw that. Need the howl again. Oh, there we got the intercept, okay. Push him up to a special 2 again. I need to get another howl off so I can get my power gain. Get up to our special 2, we've got the howl. We've got an intercept, get rid of the protection, and that special 2 did a lot of damage. Push him up to another special 2 again. And he was low enough that it didn't matter. It's minute 41, again a little long, but Wolf is really good for that, I think. So next up is this Photon mini boss, and I messed this one up bad. I think Wolf can do this job. I actually take Wolf against Photon all the time in Battlegrounds. He's actually a really good counter for her, but I just play this one pretty bad. In fact, I think I'll just speed this fight up. So second time I go in, I go with Bastion. about the deaths. That's why I didn't try to heal up. And she gets me again. So I do heal up Wolf and bring him in one more time, because I do have another fight to take with Wolf. But I end up screwing up again and losing about half my health before a special one finally catches her and knocks her out. Yeah, that was just painful. Okay, so next fight is this Carolina Dean. And this is the Poison and Cold Snap. We heal up again. This war was very hard on my potions. Pretty sure I was at a full 25 before I started this. Yeah, poison and rupture hazards, if not cold snap. But Wolf has like 90% less duration on poison, and honestly, I don't even think I really pay attention to what when she's in, because I'm usually going to be just hitting block for the most part anyway. Throw off the first special one. Didn't quite get to the 10 charges. Missed dex for a special one because I still have not figured out exactly how to dex it. I don't fight with her very often, and I actually have her now, but I just actually got her out of a Titan about probably 3 or 4 days ago. I didn't actually have her at all during this war. So we get that special 2 off. That one did a lot of damage because we had the lycanthropy charges up. And then catch her with a special 1 as she dashes in to finish it off. So yeah, even with not even paying attention to the rupture node, I only lost like 25% of my health maybe. And then the last fight is going to be boss node. Somebody else was struggling with them, so they asked me to bring in Gallon and try him out. And Solvark is another one that I don't have the 7-star. I do have a 6-star, which I'll probably rank up at some point, but basically about the only thing I know about him is that the special 1 is reasonably easy to dodge. And he's extremely tanky, which is why I wanted to use Gallon and the burst damage. We're just going to keep baiting special ones, throwing our own special ones occasionally. And then I think once we get to around our next bar of power, I'm going to probably do the heavy and get the first harvest going. Yeah, okay. Throw the relic, heavy, throw the special, well, we actually paid out the special 1 first. Yeah, I didn't want to push him to a special 2. Then for my special 2, that does a good bit of damage. And then we just start the cycle all over again. He's got the armor ups now, so my planetary charges are just going through the roof. I'm already almost maxed on them. the other relic. Heavy special 2. I thought that would kill him, but it took him to 1%, but then the incinerates got him. And so that's it for my war. Appreciate you sticking around and watching. Please like the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Both of those help me out. And we'll see you around for the next one. All right. Bye-bye.